Hello and welcome to my channel. Unfortunately, you will still have to make do with my voice. I'm still under a bit of a cold, but I wanted to continue on in my unboxing series. And today I have a very exciting, completely new product on my desk. This is a new investment for me. This is the Blackmagic Pyxis 6K L-mount version camera. So without further ado, let's just dive right in and see what it's all about. So Blackmagic claims that this is the world's most riggable digital full-frame film camera. So I'm really curious to see what they have included with the camera of accessories, if there are any at all. And as we can see, it comes in a really nice package with a lot of the features, explained on the box itself. When you see this in the shelf, it's quite irresistible if you're looking for a new camera system. Just the front picture here of the camera, and it says it's a full frame flexibility digital film camera with 13 stops. But I mean, what matters is, let's see what is inside. So let's just open the box, and the first thing we can see is a little leaflet that says welcome. That's nice. Welcome from Blackmagic Design. And I'm guessing it's Grant Petty. Yes, it is. Thank you. We're very excited you purchased a Blackmagic Design product for your work. You're welcome. We spent thousands of hours in research and development to ensure you get precision engineering combined with the latest technology. Our dream has always been to empower creativity in the film and TV industry by making the tools affordable. They definitely have. I mean, Blackmagic has been a company at the forefront for helping filmmakers like us, who reach the next level of production. With your help, this dream has come true. That goes both ways. I hope you get many years of use from your new Blackmagic Design project, and we look forward to hearing from you. Grant Petty. Now, Grant Petty, he's the head of Blackmagic Design. And I mean, the Blackmagic Design has really just exploded over the last couple of years. So, I'm really excited to see what they have going now with the Blackmagic Pyxis. Now, there's a QR code here for if you want to download the instruction manual, and it also says getting started with an online manual, latest software, and also learn more. Obviously, you can learn a lot by going to Blackmagic's own website. So the next thing we can see they have included is, their Blackmagic Design sticker. I usually give these to my kids so they can play with them. And here we also have, wow, they've actually included the DaVinci Resolve 18.5 Studio version. I mean, obviously now we have probably come to, I think it's 19 we're at now, but that's just, an upgrade. But it's really nice to see that Blackmagic is including this. If you don't know Resolve is a really, really powerful tool for both editing and especially color correction of your images. And in here it says, welcome to DaVinci Resolve 18.5 Studio. They even give us a little card for DaVinci Resolve Studio. And you have, your serial number and your key here. So let's just put that aside for now. I'll leave that there. And the first thing we notice here is just this little holder. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there are 4 screws in this little plasticky bag. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the holder for your SS3D drive if you want to attach something like a Samsung T7, T9 drives. They're really fast drives. Blackmagic has included this. That's nice. Thank you very much, Blackmagic. So let's just further see what's inside of this little box. Let's just put this out of the way for now. I'm guessing these are cables and so, I don't know. Let's just see. I'm just as excited as you are. I purchased this with my own money. This is a little strap, like a securing strap of some kind. There are 2 of them in this little plasticky bag. We'll see how we can put those to use. I guess they're the same as this little holder here. And also we get quite a few plugs for your power outlet. Here we have the American version. I believe this is the UK version, the European version, and I'm guessing this is perhaps the Australian version. Yes, it is as well. I mean, this is the genius. They're just delivering, supplying a universal power adapter, and you can use all these different plugs. So if you do travel abroad, just put one of these alongside in your bag. And here we can see we have the power supply as well. This is a Lemo connection, and here you can just place the plug that is applicable to the country you live in. I live in Norway, so this is the plug in Europe we will be using. We can just push it down like so, and now we have a power adapter for, you know, most part of Europe. And if you want, if I'm going to the US, I'm not going to the US, but if I were, I would use this plug, plug that in straight in the outlet, and you have instant power. You don't have to drag around a lot of adapters. That's really nice and really neat little solution from Blackmagic Design already there. Okay, so now that box is empty. Let's just put that out of the way. And let's get back into the box. I mean, this is probably the most exciting part we have saved for last, just like they do in the movies. So here, oh wow, look at this little boxy camera. Hello. So let's just put this box out of the way so we can have a real good look at the camera. Wow, look at this. This is my first film camera, so I'm excited. I'm really excited to put this to use in my business. The first thing I noticed, that's just the size and the weight of it. It's this is a hefty piece of equipment. This is not a, I mean, this is a real product. You can just feel the build quality. You can see the buttons. You can see the screen, the layout, everything here. This is a thought out camera, so I'm guessing, yes, Blackmagic, you are right that this is a very riggable camera indeed. And you know, a lot of users have been asking Blackmagic for a riggable camera for a long time. Now we don't have to buy all this third-party accessories and just make it into big bulky stuff. We have a box which is riggable already. On the top we have several mounting points. As you can see, there are 3/8, quarter inch. The only thing that would bring a little bit of afterthought to this is we can see that this is probably the fan outlet on top, and I'm wondering how this will stack up in moist and especially rain, snow, which we do get a lot of here in Norway, because this is just open. Would have preferred this to have a on a different side. But anyway, let's just not go ahead of ourselves. Let's just go through the camera. On the side, we obviously have the LCD screen and all the control buttons in a typically Blackmagic Design way. We have our ISO button, we have our white balance button. I mean, doesn't get much easier than this. You have a menu button, a lock button, and obviously here you can dial in and control your settings. Really nice thought out. So on the front we have a small 1 XLR mini contact where we can plug in our microphone. I always like to shoot with a microphone on camera to make sure I pick up that atmospheric sound. And here we have a USB-C port. Now this is new, and I'm really curious to see how this works out. This is a USB-C port for Blackmagic's own viewfinder, so we no longer have to rely on SDI or HDMI or any such proprietary connection. Now We have a USB-C, which is, you know, becoming more and more a standard. We'll be interested to see if other manufacturers catch up to it. So turning the camera around, we can see here we can mount different accessories, and I'm guessing this is where this one goes. I will study this a bit further, but we can see it sits nicely on the side here. We can hook up our SSD drive, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do that straight away because I do have CF Express cards which I would like to use for now. So talking about CF Express cards, let's just go into the back of the camera, and we have here, this is great stuff. Blackmagic is providing us with two CF Express ports, so we can use two cards simultaneously, and we'll see how that stacks up, if we can do relay recording or a backup recording or proxy or whatever. That I would have to dive into the menu to see exactly how Blackmagic is considering this to be, but you know, having two possibility of putting in two cards, that's just really nice to have that redundancy when you're shooting long form documentaries, events, or if you just want to hand over the card to your editor or forbid sorry, your director. Now anyway, that's just a tongue-in-cheek. Let's just go further back now. Here we just turn the camera on and off. We have another port, USB-C port, and it says USB. Would that be for recording via our SSD drive? I guess it would be. Further on, we have an SDI out. Really nice. Thank you. That's a professional way of doing it. Thank you very much, Blackmagic, for avoiding the HDMI, which is just, you know, it's a loose connection. It causes just a lot of problems on set. We have our headphones. We have an extra jack for input for, you know, if you're using, I don't know, something like the Rode Wireless Ghost or the DJI Mini Mix or something. Any microphone that uses the Mini XLR. Personally, I would prefer that the camera would have had two XLR ports here on the back, so I could have one on my onboard microphone and another for, you know, my wireless Sennheiser AVX system that I did. That's really just a wonderful system. Have they done so out of economical reasons? I don't know. I'll just have to see how it pans out, really. So just further down, we have a reference time code in. It says reference in and time code in, and we have an Ethernet port. And we also have our LEMO port for powering the camera via this one, as we already gone through. On the bottom, let's just turn it on all the way around. I mean, could you provide us with any more screws? Possibilities? I'm guessing not. I mean, if you can't rig this camera, what camera can you rig? I mean, this is probably the most riggable boxy camera I have ever seen. I'm used to shooting with camcorders and you know, the cameras from especially Canon C200. I come from a C300, C200, Mark II, Mark III, and all those, C70, and I decided, okay, I'm just going to completely sell off all my Canon equipment. I sold off my C70, my C300, Mark III, my C200, my C70. All those cameras are gone. Now I'm going with Blackmagic in my business. Now, why did I do that? Well, time will show if I did do the right thing. But I think the main thing is I spent a lot of time in post trying to color correct and bring out, you know, the whole tonality of that sensor from Canon, and the file sizes were just too big. It was just adding up. I was just buying, you know, I was buying hard drive after hard drive after hard drive, and I decided no. So my latest documentary, which was a mix of Blackmagic RAW and Canon Cinema RAW Lite, I mean, Blackmagic RAW was just a joy to work with. I could color correct them just in a couple of clicks and we were good to go and could move on. I had to spend a lot more time finessing the images from Canon. So I'm sorry to say, Canon, yes, I did leave you behind. This time you're just eating up my hard drives, eating up my cards, and also eating up my profit, because I was spending a lot of time just color correcting images instead of just moving on and making more, you know, money into my production. So that is something to consider when you do purchase a camera. Just don't consider just the camera, but the whole workflow around it. Now, I do have several other cameras in my business. I also have an FX6 that is filming me right now, and that's been my go-to workhorse for a long time. I really love that camera, but now I wanted to have a camera that I was just going to give that more high-end filmic look. So really excited to see how this pans out in my business. Anyway, this was the unboxing of the Blackmagic Pyxis 6K L-mount version. Why did I go with the L-mount version? Well, basically it was because L-mount is a very flexible mount. I can use EF glass, I can use PL glass, I can use L-mount glass, because all of these adapters that make it a really, you know, really a riggable camera. So that was my reason for going with it. Next time I will show you the accessories I purchased with it, and finally go out and shoot some images and see how the camera is to work with, because after all, that is, you know, image and how it's the workability is what matters most, not anything else. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.